Ayo, chat, it's me, Joe, here with Gorilla Booking, and we're not going to spoil anything like ESPN does unless you're Dior here because he's about to get spoiled because he doesn't watch Monday Night Raw. But you know what? We're going to go right into it this week. We're going to go right into the fact that it is Royal Rumble week, and everybody loves the Royal Rumble. It's one of the best Big Fours because it gives you one of the best pops of the year when you're watching it. Like outside of just watching great matches, you get to see some of the best entrances at the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna kick it right off with the fact that ESPN spoiled Seth Rollins' return in the Royal Rumble, which I kind of like the idea of it because now that they can spin it for a whole week that he's going to show up in the Royal Rumble, maybe they don't and they really flip the script, not off script, but flip the script.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a plug.
So
Go follow all script.
yeah, that's right. So actually, I'm going to start with you, Dior, because obviously, you know, I kind of clowned on you in the beginning. But Dior, what do you think about all the surprise entrances that you have, but with the way the internet plays, the internet wrestling community works out, the dirt sheets and all that shit? Do you feel that ESPN screw up actually does affect what happens at the Royal Rumble?
I mean, I don't know if it affects what happens at the Royal Rumble. Possibly. I just feel like I don't know, man. I do love Unreal. I do love like the whole nine of them, like bringing back the curtain and like showing what's behind stage and all that. But I mean, it's stuff like this that just like I feel like unless they're using it as some sort of swerve material, which is very possible, it's something that I just feel like kind of ruins it, ruins the allure. Now I feel like the Rumble is still going to be really good. I think we are going to get some surprise entrants. I know that there are definitely some confirmed returns, i.e. Roman Reigns, confirmed returns, i.e. Roman Reigns. Um, you know, LA Knight most likely, coming back.
Yeah.
Definitely think we're going to see some NXT guys. That's obviously Obafemi has been rearing for a call up. I think we're going to get some Brock Lesnar. I think very possibly could get Chris Jericho. Don't know if I like that, but it's a very possible.
I think it's going to be Powerhouse Hobbs, though. I think it's actually going to be Powerhouse
Well,
Hobbs.
he's that's true. He's actually confirmed to be in the WWE, I think now. So, I think that'll be definitely something that happens. But I'm still excited for it. I did see someone say that Omos might return, which I think would be kind of cool and funny to see. Maybe seeing him go face to face with Obafemi, that would be cool. But yeah.
Server, what do you think?
I don't really think that they spoiled it. I feel like they kind of just were just talking, not really knowing. They're not big wrestling fans. They might act like they are and they watch every week or whatever, but I don't think they really know. I think it was like a slip. Like they just assumed he's promoting Royal Rumble. That's why he's on. There's a lot of these guys doing different like podcasts and stuff this week promoting Royal Rumble. So I don't think that was like a slip up, like people were saying that it is. Maybe he shows up. I don't know. Maybe. But he's already did this shtick not that long ago. So it's kind of like the boy who cries wolf. So I think you can't keep doing it. So even if he shows up, he's going to do the same thing again. Like it kind of waters it down, honestly. So I think that just was more of them not knowing wrestling and just assumed that he was going to be a part of the show. So,
What do you think about it, DJ?
Well, here and there, it probably thinks that Roman's probably going to win. They're probably going to just have Seth just cost Braun Breaker the win, make it where he doesn't win, go to WrestleMania. I mean, if that's probably what they're going to do, because the potential of spoiling Seth Rollins' return, then whatever. I still think Braun should win, but whatever.
I think you might know what your bad booking is, and you'll understand that in a minute. Dre, what do you think about it, man? Like, I know you got the one guy who needs to win this, and that's your man, because he's in the Rumble.
He doesn't need to win it though.
He doesn't need.
No, it's not. It's not his time right now. Like right now, we're about to re-enter the tribal chief era. So like, bro, you know what's up. I don't even care about this bullshit. As long as Roman Reigns in that bitch, we getting the dub, baby.
So
Listen, I understand that.
So wait, so I mean, who like do you want to go around and say, I mean, who we
Yeah.
think are winning it too? Because I didn't.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the horn and see who you think is your Royal Rumble winner, because
Okay.
obviously we all have our opinions, and I think most of them are pretty aligned, except for Dre, who we really want to actually succeed in this. And honestly, I think outside of Roman being the highest percentage of winning, I think there's a lot of mystery that could go down, because obviously when you win the Royal Rumble, you are setting up the road to WrestleMania. And I think the strongest thing in that statement is setting up the road to WrestleMania is you have to have a solid storyline going to the WrestleMania thing. And when you look at it, does really Roman have a good storyline coming back versus Braun Breaker taking the dub at the Rumble? But that's our opinions, and that's why we're here. But we'll start with you, DJ, because obviously we're going to kind of go backwards on it. DJ, why do you think, or who is your Royal Rumble winner?
Well, I want it to be Knight, but I think it's going to be Braun. I don't think Roman needs this. I think you are right with what you just said, with the fact that he doesn't have the best story, because he really doesn't. Like, you pair him up with CM Punk, but that's just rewriting the same thing you did last year. While Braun has a reason to get a rematch against Punk, to try and get redemption. I think it's better to just give it to Braun instead of just giving it to a part-time guy who really does not need this win. So yeah, my pick is Braun.
Sorry about that. Server, who do you think?
I mean, I feel like we talked about this last week. I think that we all kind of made our predictions, but this is like kind of like the rock solid, like official. I mean, I'm gonna say like Braun. I feel like now that they added on Raw, where everyone's gonna help him, they're all for like making sure he wins. I feel like that's how the ending of the Rumble is gonna be. Like, I think all of the Vision will be in there. Maybe that's when Brock comes out and just starts wiping people out. Roman's in there and they just have a thing with Roman. But like a surprise pick, I feel like, and I don't want this at all.
Yeah.
I don't want this at all. Sami Zayn. I just feel like they're building with him to win the world title. I don't want it at all. I like Sami as a wrestler, but I feel like that would be the little shocker that Triple H is like, we surprised the internet wrestling, community. So yeah, but Braun, I feel like is going to win.
Dior.
So I mean, I have kind of been putting together theories. I think that obviously the safe pick would be Braun. I think that another safe pick would obviously be Roman, just because of how big the WWE is on Roman, him being their main selling point, even in absence. It just, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. From a storyline standpoint, Braun makes more sense. But I also think it depends on how long Drew is going to have the title, and how if do they intend for him to carry it until Mania, and if that's the case, I think they have potential to get some good storyline stuff. So if they wanted to make a swerve, just a dark horse pick for me would be a guy like CM Punk or Fatu, personally.
Why would
CM Punk one?
CM Punk's the champ, world champ?
Well, okay, well, yeah, I guess since he's a world champ, but I guess that doesn't make any sense. But Fatu, or like somebody that could build upon that a feud with what's his name, Drew McIntyre. They have this beef going on now. It's really heated. They're really doing kind of a good job building it as his like first like kind of thing. So it could be something where he's like, yo, listen, I'm in it to win it. The crowd's extremely behind him, and he wins the Rumble and goes on to WrestleMania to face Drew in a rematch after losing. So, I mean, I think that would definitely be something they could do. But I think if we're talking just the bet, who I really think is actually going to win it, probably Braun, most likely.
So I don't have Braun Breaker winning the Rumble. I actually, knowing now with a spoiler, will pick Seth Rollins. Because here's the story. You have Braun Breaker, you have all the Vision helping him out to win. But you remember, the Vision got screwed over by Seth, and Seth always gets his lick back. And Seth's got a partner. Dre already mentioned him. They were in the Shield together.
My nigga does not fuck with that nigga.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. He apologized after the
That's
fucking
the ops.
WrestleMania event.
Seth Rollins is the ops, forever will be. Fuck that nigga.
Okay, you think that, but enemy of my enemy is my friend right now, my friend. And I'm going to tell you right now, Braun Breaker will not be winning the Rumble. Seth Rollins will be winning the Rumble because Seth Rollins is going to be the architect that screws over Braun Breaker because he wants to get his title back from CM Punk.
So you
And
think
that's
that
your road to
they really?
WrestleMania.
So you really think that ESPN spoiled it for real? Like you think they had inside information? They told them.
Oh yeah.
Why would
Because
they
you gotta
tell
remember-
ESPN?
You got to
Though? Why
remember,
would they
if
tell
knowing
them?
the insider and pulling back the curtain, this shit's been in the works for months.
The reason why they would have told ESPN is because this is when the deal gets activated. This is the first pay-per-view on ESPN this year.
Well, this year, yeah.
No. Yeah.
This year, yeah.
But this is
is
so
every single pay-per-view after this is ESPN.
But why do they need to? But why do they need to tell them Seth Rollins is coming back? Like they don't need to know that. They're gonna already get the.
that was probably a PR mistake. That was definitely most likely a PR
I think
mistake.
that they did it on purpose.
It could be a selling point, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I
also want to
wait a minute. Wait. Selling point. So you think there's people out there right now that because Seth Rollins isn't going to be in the Rumble, that we're like, nah, I'm not going to order the Rumble. I'm not going to watch the Rumble. And then they hear, oh, the ESPN spoiled it. So now I'm going to watch it. Like you're saying it's a selling point. They're going to watch it regardless. Wrestling fans are going to watch it.
I know one fucking butterball out there who will.
I know one person.
I know one fucking butterball who is definitely on board with that statement.
One.
If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to watch Royal Rumble. Like it's just there's the Royal Rumble is a selling point. Like it's the Rumble.
No, I agree, but they could they could be saying, hey, I'm gonna be.
I never got to say my dark horse. I wanted to see who my dark horse was.
All right, what was your dark horse, Dre?
Who do you think's gonna win?
Well, obviously, I think Roman's gonna win because
you think he's winning for real? Like he's
100%.
100%. All right, I thought you. Yeah.
No, I'm not trolling. But my dark horse, this shit gonna blow y'all fucking mind. My dark horse is Damian Priest.
I like it.
Damian Priest and McIntyre absolutely fucking hate each other. And they carry stories when they're together. I think this will be a perfect way to get Damian his spot back in the main title scene and to give Drew McIntyre a good dance partner to work with. I'm just saying. I
mean, I don't hate it.
I think Oba is a dark horse in the match.
Oba's too fresh. Oba's too fresh though. He's too fresh onto the roster.
But let me throw a dark horse out there that does make sense that people wouldn't like at all, but it could very well happen. Cody Rhodes. I know that people don't want to see him. Listen to me. I know people don't want to see him win. I know people don't want to see him win the Royal Rumble 3 times. I know they don't. But at the end of the day, if we're talking storyline wise, we're telling selling point wise, if we're telling all this different shit, like, and you got this intense rivalry with him, this personal rivalry with him and Drew McIntyre, they keep fucking with each other. They keep that, like, and it's like, nigga, you gonna have to win the Royal Rumble to face me again. I feel like it could be very well plausible for them to pull that move, no matter how bad we hate it. I hate it. I know we all hate it, but it could happen.
I think if that's the case, he has to heel turn at the Rumble then.
He should, but
if that happens, then okay.
How could you heel turn in the Rumble?
He has to become the Cody Lander at the Rumble.
But how would he do that though? It's the Rumble. You're throwing everybody out. Like,
so when he's the last two, he has to do dirty shit to win.
They all
Cody
do
has
dirty
been
shit, though, in the Rumble.
No, Cody has been doing. Cody has been doing
shit
heel.
in the Rumble easy.
He's been doing heel shit
They all
lately.
do though.
No. He's been doing heel shit lately. He's been doing heel shit lately.
Though.
I said last few, not 2. Last few months.
Yeah. He's been doing heel.
Oh, yeah.
He's had heel tactics. He definitely has. So I mean, I don't know, but it's a possibility.
Right, well,
I want everyone to be prepared
Speaking
for
of the
that.
Rumble and spoilers. Speaking of the Rumble and spoilers.
Wait, hold on. What about women's? We didn't talk about the women's at all.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't matter.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, fuck them.
I'm
We're
not-
gonna
They didn't
cancel.
build. They
We're
didn't
gonna
build.
get
They
There's
didn't
really
build.
nothing of that. I actually have not been paying attention to the women's Rumble
They
because
didn't build a
when-
kitchen in the stadium, so they're
canceled.
not competing.
Well,
No,
thank you for watching
I mean,
Gorilla
that
Booking,
stadium
everybody.
was not built. That stadium was not built that good though either. So
We may or may not be here next
okay,
week.
You know what I
Tune
would
in.
say? I have live. You know, say I have live winning. I don't care. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, lives a solid answer.
Live.
Speaking of spoilers,
Are we
speaking of
completely
spoilers,
going? Are we completely skipping the women's rumble?
yes,
Are
we
gonna
are.
skip it to
Because
women?
I
That's
have no
crazy.
answers for the women's rumble because there's no value.
Ask
There's
Chet,
value
then,
in it.
or
I'm not
something.
saying
The main
Wrestlers
two
is a
right now-
great women's division,
The main
but
two
there's
right now.
nothing really been pushing for it. Like, what have
I
you seen for the
understandable.
rumble?
Wait,
I
wait.
think
I could say
the
one.
main-
I can say one.
What about
The main
Bianca
two right now
Belair?
have
That's a
been
I can
possibility.
say I can say
Yeah.
one right now.
Bianca.
Just off of how incredible she did last year in the Rumble, Roxanne Perez.
I like it. I mean, I do. I like it.
Joe hates the women's division.
A lot of people say.
I would know because
that's
honestly,
the-
when Naomi got pregnant, I think Naomi's pregnancy actually killed the push of the women's division.
It did.
a lot.
It killed the
Let me
shit
let
out
me
of
let
it.
me say let me say something. Let me put my thing out there. It could possibly be a returning Bianca Belair. Then you get Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania.
I'd like that, but I don't see
If anybody's winning the rumble at that point, you might as well just make it Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. Fuck him.
It said Jordan Gray.
Jordan Gray.
I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. I made a video. I'm not gonna lie. I made a video about it on my YouTube page. I am probably one of the few people that is not excited for that match at all between Bianca and Jade. It's because of Jade Cargill. I have not enjoyed any bit of what she's done as champion.
Who wants to see 5 minutes of mediocre wrestling?
And that's kind of the issue. It's like Bianca is talented. It's just I don't think Jade's ready for a match with Bianca, especially at WrestleMania.
Oh no,
I would
put it like
rather
this in tears.
I would just
Yeah.
have
Like
Jordan
this.
Grace. I would have just Jordan Grace take the title off of Jade, so you can do Bianca versus Jordan. I think that's a far better match.
That would be a banger.
That's a match I want to see compared to
Listen.
Bianca and Jade.
I can split that into 2 segments right now, but I'm going to give the first one up because the first one that really has my interest is that another spoiler that came out this week was Shinsuke Nakamura spoiling the fact that AJ Styles will most likely retire from the WWE in the Rumble. Not in the Rumble, but at the Royal Rumble.
At the Rumble, yeah.
How do you honestly feel with his exit of the WWE? Because obviously, when you look at it, we are all hoping for this John Cena-esque runoff for AJ Styles because he's been a part of the company,
Not gonna happen.
But it's not now. Nope, because that
it
was
never was
spoiled,
going to
but-
happen. It was never going to happen.
It was never
Bro,
going to
He never had the impact that John Cena had in WWE. They're not going
Bro,
to.
I literally have been calling this shit the past few episodes, bro. That he's
If
going
it
to
was
lose at the Royal
TNA,
Rumble.
then yeah, but it's not TNA.
He's going to lose at the Rumble. His career in WWE is over, but he's going to TNA. It's just TNA.
That's the thing.
I surely do hope the swerve comes out that he loses it early on and he comes out as TNA AJ Styles in the Rumble.
That would be
that could
lit.
be that definitely can be awesome. I definitely like that. It's just
That would be the best thing ever.
I didn't think it was gonna ever have this whole retirement tour because
Then he eliminates Gunther. That would be the best part. Because Gunther's getting double booked, right? Gunther's double booked for the Rumble.
Hey, let
right?
DJ talk, bro. Jesus Christ. Fucking
DJ's
DJ
talking
said
over
2
us.
seconds.
I'm
and you
on
keep
my
talking
final
over him.
fume,
Jesus
so if I don't
Christ.
talk, I'll fall asleep.
Mute your mic. Jesus fuck. Let him talk. Go ahead, DJ.
DJ
said 2 fucking words and Joe just eliminate Gunther.
All I was gonna say is that he's
fucking shit.
Go ahead, DJ. I'm sorry.
Joe.
all I was
You're gonna watch this back and sound
literally all I
crazy.
was gonna say. Well, everything I was
The only bare minimum I was gonna say is that he's never been a WWE guy, so of course I knew he wasn't gonna get a retirement tour. That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
This nigga Joe is wilding, bro. Joe's
Yep,
wilding.
I'm ready to fall asleep. So if I stop talking, I'll probably pass out. Like that's probably the reason why I'm running on like a fucking.
Joe's asking everybody questions and then answering it at the same time. It's like fucking Joe
because I
podcast.
have my own answers.
Joe's like, yo, he'll eliminate Gunther, but yo, he's double booked, right? Yo, but he is double booked though, right? Like, yo, he's on that joint, right?
Double booked.
I can't wait for Joe to. I can't wait for Joe to watch this back. He's gonna be like, "Holy fuck, what was I talking about?"
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I was tweaking, nigga.
Nah, I gotta rewatch it as well. This is hilarious.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Here it goes.
Fucking, he can't help himself.
Here he goes. Anyway, let me just go ahead.
Like,
So tired. Ready for bed. I'm old.
No,
Just leaving.
you made DJ leave. DJ left. We're down a man.
Yeah, okay. This
Holy
nigga Joe was
shit.
like, anyway.
Welcome to the
Anyway, as I was saying-
podcast where I was actually more normal.
He was like fucking fine in the last one. Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
No,
as
let
I
me
was
play.
saying.
Let me play devil's advocate on the whole AJ thing, right? We talked about this last week.
jeez.
I agree that fucking AJ will do some TNA stuff, but wouldn't that look really bad in a sense where it's kind of like Ric Flair had his last match, and then not too long after he showed up in TNA when it was supposed to be Flair's final match, his retirement match. I'm sorry, I love you, but then he's in TNA and he has a TNA run. So people kind of shit on like, bro, you didn't really retire. You just went to another company. So AJ, everyone's like, oh, he's retiring. That's it. His career's done. But if he gets retired by Gunther and then shows up in TNA, wouldn't that be kind of, I mean, I'm for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. But wouldn't that be kind of like a bad look a little bit? I mean, anybody like, I mean,
I'm gonna go on record here. I'm gonna say a quote that's gonna blow your fucking mind. DJ's gonna get it. I'm gonna quote Jerry the King Lawler in WWE 2K20. No retirement match is anybody's real retirement match. They can come back anytime they please.
yeah, but not that quickly though.
No,
That's the
but
thing though.
here's
Like
my-
immediately, like he's gonna be in
Not that
TNA.
quick, but he can.
So here's my thing about it. If I just feel like since AJ Styles, yeah, he's made a career here in WWE. He had some moments. He even was the WWE champion at a point. But I think that TNA is his home. So it's really where he made his name. There in the New Japan.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's appropriate for him to be like, okay, I'm retiring from WWE, but I need to, just out of respect for where he came from, I need to retire officially in TNA. It's like if you're in an NFL team and you play for one team, yeah, and you had a good career in a team before or the team before that, and you play for another team, you retire as a whatever
Ryan
team you had
Dawkins.
your
Malcolm Jenkins.
Ryan
whoever you had
Dawkins.
played your best football with. So it's the same thing. I feel like.
What if
Now,
something?
you obviously wouldn't go back and play there, but
What if? Okay, let me go crazy because we talked about bad booking. So maybe this might be a bad booking. So you guys could tell me. What if something happens in the match with him and Gunther where it's like no contest? Something happens, it's a draw or some weird funky finish, right? Gunther's pissed off over it. AJ does one of his appearances in TNA. Gunther shows up there, and then he ends up retiring him in TNA. So that way it's
Honestly, I wouldn't hate that.
I wouldn't hate it.
I'm just saying, like some funky finish or whatever. Maybe it won't happen,
it's
but
possible.
That's actually good booking.
It's possible, especially with their partnership. So I mean, that's the
what I'm
beautiful
The
saying.
only
thing
thing
about
that's
the
bad
partnership.
booking right now is Jake Cargill's championship.
there you go. There's a good segue for you, Joe.
No, that's not the only. That's not the only bad booking. There's a lot of bad booking, but yeah.
Such as like what?
Like what?
Here we are. Bad book.
There's a lot of bad booking. Like there's a lot of bad booking decisions, or badly booked stars. The Wyatt Six are very poorly booked and mismanaged.
That's a bad booking, yeah.
Very bad booking. I feel like Julia is getting better, but it really wasn't that good. Jade Cargill wasn't good. Tiffany Stratton was horrendous. I mean, even Cody Rhodes had it. I mean, he is good by himself, but when he had the belt, I mean, it's still
8 minutes.
when they
Wait, you said
book
Tiffany
well.
Stratton? You said Tiffany
I thought,
Stratton?
I thought Tiffany's run was good.
Tiffany Stratton's run to me was.
She didn't
I
lose
think
almost
Tiffany
a whole
Stratton was
year
good
last year.
to the end. It was good into
she
the end.
didn't
The end was
lose.
She
bad.
won every match last year except for like one.
But it's wrestling. She was written to win. That doesn't mean her booking was good. I just didn't like it. I didn't grab me. It didn't make me interested in her run.
They booked her strong though. Like they didn't book her like a weak champion.
They booked her. They made no. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about how they booked her. I'm not talking about how they.
That's
booked
what we're
her,
talking about.
Made her
we're
look.
literally talking about how
I'm
booking.
No, I'm not talking about how they're booked as in the vein of them like looking strong or weak. I'm talking about making me give a fuck about what you're doing.
So
you can make someone look strong.
Bad booking was.
No, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of Tiffany Stratton before she got the belt, and then she got the belt, and they did fuck all with her. They just had her in a few feuds that she won. Okay, but what else storyline wise did they have her do? Like there was no real stakes behind anything besides keeping the championship until the end, where it sucked even worse, and she lost.
Good stakes, though. I don't know. I
don't know, man. Like I just don't. The booking of WWE is consistently like this. It's they book well leading up to giving someone a belt, then they give them the belt, and then they look like, okay, I don't care.
But isn't
like,
part of it a
sometimes
responsibility?
You do, sometimes you don't. Like, but
isn't it part of it as a responsibility for the wrestler to get themselves over too? Like, they'll give them, here's your script, here's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
It's on the wrestler too to fucking get over with the crowd, to fucking, we watched Unreal, and the Chelsea Green is great. She has such a great charisma, great personality. Mm-hmm. Like, she's getting herself over, and she doesn't have to win all the time. She loses most of the time, so it's like they got to be a part of it too. So you can't. It's easy to say, oh, it's Triple H's fault and it's this person's fault, whatever.
No, I didn't say. I don't think it's Triple H's fault.
I'm saying an example. That's what people will just complain if the booking's bad. Like Tiffany Stratton, they booked her to win every fucking week. They had her champion all year last year. So it's like they booked her and she got over with the fans. I never really cared for her, but now I don't mind watching her wrestle.
Well, I feel like so first of all, let me just say this. I feel like the difference between face and heel champions, a lot of times a heel is booked not to fight as much because it's just a part of the heel persona and it makes people hate them. Like it gives people ammo to say, you don't even fight, you don't even defend that thing. And it gives them kind of like that edge. When it comes to face champions, I feel like it's more customary for them to fight every week and appear every week. And I'm saying, like Cody Rhodes was a champion and he pretty much fought on like at least every other week, I'm saying, in like the main event or whatever the case is. So I don't know. It's not so much about that. They're just giving her matches. I'm just talking about the overall making me care about whatever story she's a part of, because that's a part of wrestling storylines. I mean, that's a big part of it. That's like one of the biggest parts of it. And they just didn't give her enough for me to care about her run. So that's the only thing.
Tiffany Stratton's ruining wrestling.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So just so you know, it's bad booking.
It's the same thing as it's the same thing as the Wyatt Six.
Fucking run for Tiffany Stratton. She's 1 week this week. Like, for instance, bad booking this week was American Made losing to Alpha Academy. Like, why? Like, that was bad booking, in my opinion.
I mean, they're not even on
That's
TV.
bad booking of the match.
I mean,
they said that they did say that the Usos did, Alpha Academy actually said they want to try and get a shot at the Usos. I mean, they got it. So, and they actually stepped up because American Made hasn't been shown on TV in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. Like, were they going to win?
See, the thing is why I like American Made though. I like when they were Diamond Mine and stuff like that. They were a good fucking wrestling group.
Yeah,
and they're dynamic and they're very, very athletic and they could do much. Were they great on the mic? Not really, but give them a good fucking mouthpiece and you can fucking watch that fucking tag team absolutely fucking be fucking very good. And unfortunately,
they kind of remind me of Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas a little bit.
Well, that's what they're supposed to.
But the problem is you give a fucking a number one contendership match to Taka, fucking Tozawa.
Titles, man.
Tozawa could wrestle though. Like he actually had a good match on Raw. Like when you watch some of his old Japan matches,
his dark matches,
when you watch Alpha Academy, that just doesn't make fucking sense.
Bro, his dark matches be lit, bro. He's nice.
Yeah,
No,
he-
Tozawa was
good.
a guy before he got to WWE.
Yeah.
They just made him a
He
joke.
was like that.
He was
Yeah.
that nigga. Like,
As
Yeah.
a
he was that
singles
dude.
competitor, yes, but when he's in this Alpha Academy group, it's like
Well, it's just like
Like,
putting
he can
polka
do
dots
better.
on
That's his
Dusty.
place.
You know what I mean? Like they put polka dots on Dusty. It's just
Yeah.
like
that was
whatever.
a punishment that he turned into a fucking iconic outfit.
Yeah,
They
but no,
tried to
no
make
one likes
That's what
polka
tried to
dots.
Tozawa's
make
doing,
Brian
bro.
They tried to make Brian Danielson a joke, bro. They do that with everything that they
Yeah.
don't really, like
Yeah,
it's what it
we
is.
gotta stop being fickle, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know who I really like?
You know who
You
they
know who I
didn't
like
pull that
recently?
shit on though? They ain't pull that shit on Ric Flair when he did it. That nigga brought the belt too.
Right. Exactly.
Gangster. Straight gangster.
You know who I've been liking lately? I've been liking Kit Wilson. That's my guy, bro.
That
I
shit,
think
like-
he's
man,
fucking-
bro.
Everybody
I knew
loves
that was
Kit
gonna
Wilson.
be-
Yeah.
He's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? It actually,
Yeah,
I actually have an interesting standpoint because heading into the Rumble. I mean, it's obviously clear we're gonna have main roster and NXT stars, but do we expect any?
He's gonna have a pop.
No, but do we expect? Oh yeah, he definitely will. Do we expect TNA stars to make an appearance?
Yes.
Yeah, they've been making an appearance for the past like 10
Leon
years.
Slater. Leon Slater of expectation. I did hear a report about, and I know Noah's gonna love this one. Mike Santana.
Like
Yes,
Santana.
sir.
Ass
Get
nigga
himself.
out of here, bro.
I don't expect. I don't
If
expect.
they let that, if they let
I
that
don't
nigga go to
expect him to be in
Rumble,
the
I'm jumping
Rumble.
into
Give me
fucking.
Mike
I
Santana.
don't
Give me
expect
Mike
him to be the
Santana at
only one.
22. Give me Mike Santana at 22 with Braun Breaker at 23 and the
I only-
drone shot spear fucking
Or Brock
split his
Lesnar, bro.
dome piece.
I only
Chop
expect to be
cheese.
Leon. I only expect Leon Slater to be in the Rumble, but I would have no issue.
Don't be
with
surprised for Nick Nemeth.
Nick
I mean,
Nemeth.
obviously they're
Who,
gonna bring-
Joe? Who?
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth.
Yeah.
Okay, just the way he
Like
said
I
it.
said, I fully
Nick
think it'll be
Nemeth.
Leon
Nick
Slater.
Nemeth.
I do think it'll be Leon Slater. I
Nemeth.
do think Mike
Nemeth.
Santana
Nick
could
Nemeth.
potentially make an appearance.
All right, we
DJ.
got less than a minute.
DJ,
to go, guys.
DJ, I'm calling my shot. I'm calling my shot. BDE gonna be in the Rumble.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god! All right. Well, a minute left,
Funny
Joe. How do you
shit.
want to end it? Minute
All
left. less than a
right,
minute.
guys. Yeah. Less than a minute. Let's just say, guys, enjoy Rumble weekend. Let's just hope that
won't.
makeshift stadium
working.
doesn't collapse during the Rumble because that shit looked ranky. But anyway, this is Gorilla Booking for the week. If you can see this, I know I'm gonna hate watching myself later on. But guys, have a
Like,
great
comment,
week.
subscribe.
Have a good weekend and fucking subscribe and Rumble, ready to rumble.